under one roof here to sit, talk together. I think nothing could be better than this, that you all come together in a very comfortable, convenient environment where the new people, the youngsters, can also understand, learn from you, learn from the exhibition that's been set up. And you all can think of newer methods of making the broadcasting sector even better. So I compliment the organizers and also congratulate them for the 30 years that you have completed today. Undoubtedly, things are changing probably faster than you all can come together to discuss. For everything, there's revenue required. And to that end, after interacting with the broadcasters and the people of the industry, we realized that we need to speed up the digitization process. And our ministry is doing just that, so that all the leakages of the revenue that should come to the broadcasters need to come to you, and there's better service available to the people who are paying that amount for the services that they are getting. These are disruptive times as well. I think it's very common, especially in the urban areas, that you have people on their devices get all the information that they need. I remember in one of the gatherings here when Mr. Jaitley came, he mentioned that most of the news that he reads it one night before that they are published. So it's very normal, it's becoming usual for people to see things on their devices. Whether Netflix or Hotstar or Jio, most of the content in terms of the entertainment as well is very easily available on the devices. These are challenging times as well because for us, because on one hand, you have the DTH service providers who are paying a certain license fee and then being able to broadcast what they're doing, whereas the OTT does not need anything of that sort. And they are yet able to reach as many people as possible, and probably more as the devices are on the rise. In the villages as well, I know that for sure because I come from a rural constituency, there are young people with smart gadgets with them, and all of them are able to, whether via the 2G or the 3G, are able to see the content that you all are broadcasting via the OTT. So things are changing. In fact, even the digital word that Mr. Sharma said that is being repeatedly used, I think, Mr. Sharma, it's only because as democracy is an equalizer, digital technology and internet is also a great equalizer. Everyone with a telephone, with a mobile gadget can actually be a channel on themselves. I remember very recently I met a district collector who was having trouble with the local cable operators who were broadcasting news. And he was asking me that what about the rules that can be made to regulate them? And I said, but these are such challenging times that anyone who has a Facebook can actually live broadcast the news. And he can actually, if he's more organized, he can say that I will broadcast one at 9 o'clock, the other at 11 o'clock, then 4 o'clock, and he sets a pattern. And if he's really good, people will start getting onto his Facebook and seeing the news there. So on the lighter side, of course there's press here. Press doesn't take the lighter side so easy. They usually print everything. But on the lighter side, Modi ji has taken away the discretionary quota of the ministers, and the internet has taken the regulation by the government. So there's hardly anything left for the ministers now. But these are times that we all have to get used to it. In fact, even if you compare DD Kisan, we've, of course, government has allocated about 80 crores this year. But on the other hand, although there cannot be a literal comparison, but on the other hand, for the digital India, the government has just allocated 10,000 crores. In every village, and I'll tell you the reach. In my constituency, there are about 362 gram panchayats. 95% of the Gram Panchayats already have fiber optic cable right to the Atal Seva Kendra. That is the kind of reach. And I know lakhs of kilometers of underground cables have already been laid. So it's not too far away a day when the villagers will have all the data that you think you can send to them. I remember when we had a couple of years ago, an internet connection 2 Mbps used to be a big thing. Today, when you see the speed of the internet, it looks like a speedometer of your car. It goes extreme to the extreme right, 60 Mbps and 50 Mbps. That's the kind of speed that's available.